Well, kind of around the league, the Packers keep winning. My number one NFC team, the Cardinals, lost. I still think they're pretty good. The Rams played them a good game. The Rams have now beaten the Cardinals and the Seahawks.
Yeah, they're looking good in that division suddenly.
So yeah, I mean they're 2-2. They lost a game at Washington. So I mean they're not world beaters, but they're capable of beating good teams. Carolina and Atlanta are 4-0. Yeah. They've gotten to beat up on some bad teams.
Yeah, but of the two, I kind of like Atlanta. The first 3 games felt like they were real lucky to kind of do it, and then they just put the boot on the neck of Houston and just kept it there.
Killed them, and Devontae Freeman has been a revelation.
To have that kind of power running game, that downhill running game, to mix in with what Matt Ryan and Julio Jones can do, and Leonard Hakerson developing in the passing game.
Yeah, the former Redskin. That never really, he started but never really showed a whole lot.
Yeah.
He's kind of taken that place of Roddy White. And then, the Panthers have been winning with defense and one good offensive player, which is Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, the running game hasn't developed, and he's not even getting the ball out to his best receiver, and Greg Olsen, the tight end, he's not getting the ball even consistently.
Yeah, he had one huge week.
He had one huge week, but not consistently.
But then this past week,
what's happened there? They might have the best cornerback in the game right now, in Josh Norman. What he's developed into is just a shutdown corner. And it's incredible to see him kind of come out of nowhere and do that.
So it's hard to think, we're thinking NFC playoff picture, that those two teams look like they're poised to both make it.
Yeah, right now.
And then if you get 2 teams out of the West, Arizona and Seattle, or if the Rams get on a run, that only leaves one for the East and one for the Central.
Yeah, and I thought that
or the North,
the North, yeah, between the two, and coming in, I thought that. The Giants were ready to kind of come back and maybe be one of those playoff spot teams, and
they could be, but they're going to have to win the East. It looks like you're going to have to win the East.
And right now, I think they're the team that's the favorite to do that. With Romo out, you don't know how much Dallas can tread the water and keep their head above. If they can't, the Giants, it's right there for them to take it. And I think the offense is playing better. Defense has been improved the last couple of weeks. They're not closing games still. Even this win last week, they didn't really close it. They've just been able to kind of hang on there by a thread. But I think the Giants are the favorite in the East right now.
And the Patriots, who are coming to Dallas, look like an AFC favorite.
They do.
Right now. Denver's defense is really, really good.
Peyton Manning's not the same.
But their offense and their running game is.
Yeah.
I mean, they had one long run. I've watched a lot of Denver. Their running game is not what it was last year.
I picked.
And you saw with Gary Kubiak that there'd be more emphasis on that run game.
I picked San Diego to beat them in the division this year. I still don't hate that pick.
San Diego's all right.
Yeah, and then kind of like what Cincinnati has shown.
Through the season. They've been surprised. I thought this was the year they fell off, and I thought they might get third in their own division.
Andy Dalton's really kind of busted out, having a really good year. Kind of like we did 2 years ago. People forget he was a really good quarterback, but looks good again. Yeah,
with their two-headed monster with their run game, and they kind of stick with the run.
Yeah.
And then A.J. Green is back to, he's been that Dez Bryant, Calvin Johnson level. He's dominating. Him and Julio Jones have been the most impressive receivers. And not surprisingly, those two teams are really, really doing well.
And those guys came out of the same draft class out of SEC schools.
So, well, next week we will come back and talk about the Cowboys' huge upset over the Patriots. Or maybe we'll just have a realistic show.
Yeah.